Hey y'all, my name's Megan. I'm a homeschool mom of two, and welcome to my channel. I need new moves, but this is like all I can do. Today's video is part of a collaboration hosted by Valerie from Our Homeschool Castle. You should definitely check her out, and I'm linking her channel below. Valerie is a secular homeschool mama and former fashion/costume designer, and that spirit of creativity definitely finds its way into her content. FYI, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about her channel later on in this video. Anyways, this collaboration is actually an effort to bring together or build the secular homeschool community on YouTube. So you can find the playlist with all of the collaborators who participated in this video down below. That's where everything's gonna be, okay? Now that I have the preface of today's video out of the way, let me tell you what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to take a few minutes of your time to let you know about some secular homeschool content creators that I think you guys would really love and should be aware of. Now, let me tell you something you probably already know. Homeschooling or secular homeschooling can really feel isolating sometimes, especially when you add that second modifier, right, of secular homeschooling. Trust me, I get it. I know. I live in rural Indiana. This is religious-based homeschool country, baby. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. So many of my friends are faith-based homeschoolers, and so many of my favorite content creators are faith-based as well. And that's wonderful. They have great suggestions that work for all types of homeschool, and I enjoy their perspective. However, representation is important. And with the growing number of secular homeschoolers, I think it is so vital and super cool that we're starting to see more and more secular homeschool content creators. And that's something that just brings me joy and comfort to know that there are these pages or channels that I can go to, and I don't have to adjust the content or their suggestions to match my family's perspective. So let's get excited, and get into it. My name is Megan, and I'm a homeschooler, a secular homeschooler. Before I get into really telling you guys about the other fabulous ladies that I have for you, I wanted to take a moment to tell you a little bit about myself. And wouldn't it be amazing if I had that in rap form, right? And I could just bust out the rhymes and all of a sudden you'd feel really connected to me on a person-to-person basis? Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm just kidding. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all. Anyways, my name's Megan, and I'm a secular homeschooling mother, person. And to me, being a secular homeschooler simply means that we do not use any faith-based or faith-influenced curriculum. Faith has no bearing on how or why we homeschool. And I think that's important to say because I know that we have faith-based families who choose to homeschool secularly, and that is awesome, you guys. So just for definition's sake, that is what secular homeschooling is to me. Listen, I am a former public school teacher. I have taught both middle school and high school, and I've taught a little bit of everything, but I've mainly focused on history and all the social studies, specifically advanced placement courses in U.S. history and human geography, which is an awesome course, okay? A little bit about myself. I've been homeschooling for 4 years. I have 2 daughters, a 7-year-old and an almost 3-year-old. I'm originally from Texas, and I'm a transplant, not an implant, to Hoosier country, Indiana, baby. Okay, a little bit about our homeschool style. Well, we are a very relaxed homeschool, dare I say eclectic, which is a term that gets tossed around a lot. But for us, that means that we read a lot of books, we're outside all the time, we're obsessed with fungi, specifically mushrooms. And we watch all three Lord of the Rings every Thanksgiving. Extended edition. Is there any other? Right? Those things, books, Lord of the Rings, and mushrooms, does a homeschool make, I guess, or at least around here. If you tune into my channel, here's what you're going to see. I'm going to update you on what we're doing around our homeschool. Unit studies, monthly updates, what's working and what isn't. I try to be honest with you guys, but uplifting at the same time. I also like to have deep thought conversations, little heart-to-heart discussions about things that I think are unique and affect homeschooling parents. I like to say that I have a passion for educating children, educating my children, but really my big drive for starting this YouTube channel was because I have a passion for home educators, for the parents who are making this choice and trying to offer some kind of support, suggestions, encouragement, because I think that you guys are so brave and we're little rebels doing this together, and I want to be there to support you guys. And I also like to talk shop about history because it's kind of my thing, okay? I really do believe that there are varying degrees of quality when it comes to history, and that better history makes for better citizens, which makes for, let's get real cheesy here a moment, a better world, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's end white supremacy, right? Who am I talking about? You know what I mean? Okay? That's all I'm trying to do through the discussion of history. I do like to think that my motto for this channel is that if I can't be helpful, then I'm going to try to be funny, which that's maybe not gonna happen. I don't know. You guys can be the judge. And when all that fails, I'm gonna dance. This is me like beating on a drum like I'm in a band. Run while you still have the chance. All right, that's enough about me. I really want to get into the content creators that I want to share with you guys today. Now, warning, I could not list all of them because I did not want this video to go on for hours and hours. So I'm going to mention 5 specific creators, but I am including a ton of links below to lots of other ladies. And it should also go without saying that you should check out every single person who participated in this collaboration because they are homeschoolers who are also secular and awesome and help me every day as we move forward in this sort of collaborative process of us trying to build a really strong secular homeschool online community. Further warning, I love all kinds of homeschool content creators, but I am only going to mention individuals who are specifically self-ID'd as secular. So if you're secular and you're like, hey, why didn't you mention me? Do I know that you're secular? Let us know, right? We can be a little shy sometimes about putting that information out there, but just let me know. So I love all kinds of content creators, but the 5 ladies that I'm going to talk about now are specifically labeled as secular homeschoolers. Okay, so the very first secular homeschool content creator that I think you should be aware of is Kayla from Ode to Abode. And of course, I'm going to link her page below. All right, here's why I love Kayla. Well, so many reasons. Number 1, she has an incredibly calming presence in her videos, which is actually something that I tend to gravitate towards because I'm a little bit high energy, I am tightly wound. So actually being able to go to her videos and just the calming presence that she brings to them is something that I am very attracted to. Furthermore, her videos are presented in a way that there is just such a genuine nature to what she is sharing. She is really truly sharing with you her experiences and a piece of who she is. Also, she is a homeschool mom who was homeschooled herself, and I really value that perspective because she not only can speak to what it is like to homeschool your children, but she can speak to what it is like to be a homeschooler, homeschooled child. And considering that that was not my experience, I was very much brought up in the public school system. I really appreciate that reassurance that she provides that, hey, your kids are going to get through this. They're going to be successful, thriving adults. And you know what? They may appreciate and love it so much that it's something that they may want to replicate when they have their own children. Her videos are also not fluff filled. She really gets down to business and gives you that nitty gritty. Yes, there's the encouragement, but what I really appreciate is there's the how-to element of it as well. Her video that reviewed Dimensions Math was so thorough and compelling that it did actually convince me to purchase that program. So you should go check her out. That's Ode to Abode. Oh, she is also a Texas gal, and so I think that's really fun to just kind of be in touch with my Texas roots, y'all, on the YouTubes. Okay, the second secular homeschooler that I think you guys should know about is Kaylee from Love Learning Every Day. Of course, you know what I'm gonna say, that's linked below. Kaylee is actually the first secular homeschooler that I ever came across on YouTube in terms of being explicitly secular, and I love her videos. Let me tell you, Kaylee is not someone to compromise on what she teaches or how she teaches her kiddos. She has two children who are a bit advanced for their age, and so she definitely shares quite a rigorous approach, shares her rigorous approach to home education. We don't have a lot in common in that perspective, but I still love her videos because they are so chock full of resources. I find so many things in her videos that I think to myself, like, that's not how I'm going to use that resource, but I am gonna use it. And straight on over to Amazon, baby. Get it in my cart. It is definitely a place where you can go to see what a fabulous organized homeschool looks like, and I take a lot of inspiration from that. Again, she really just brings forth her videos in a straightforward manner. She's gonna tell you what she's using, how she's using it, and how it's going. And you know what? I found Book Outlet from her, which has been the greatest resource for finding cheap, awesome books for my homeschool. So if anything else, number one, she got me to Book Outlet. Number two, she convinced me to buy a laminator. Okay, check her out. Okay, the third secular homeschooler that I want you guys to know about is Melody from the Homeschool Happy Hour. Of course, she's linked below. You know she is, okay? Now, Melody, her children are a little bit older than mine, but I still find her videos to be so relatable and accessible. Her expertise, which I know she's going to kind of bristle at me using that phrase, right? Her expertise is undeniable. She has a history in public education, so I can relate to that. But she also has expertise in early childhood development as a liaison or educator to parents about early childhood development. So she obviously, very obviously, has a passion for homeschool and a passion for educating children. Now, let me tell you, her YouTube channel is great. Of course, go check it out. But her Instagram is so awesome. I love her Instagram account. It is definitely, when I'm going through, when I'm scrolling the gram, she comes along. There is so much wisdom in her Instagram, but it's also presented in a way that is humorous, dare I say, hilarious or funny, right? She has reels that just crack me up. And, you know, I think that is so, there's something so powerful when you can present such intelligent and smart information, but in a way that is humorous and funny. That sort of cross section is pure gold, right? And that's what I see in her Instagram account. I share a lot of her things in my stories because it isn't just fluffy little quotes, right? There's a lot going on. There's subtext to what she's posting on Instagram, and that's also showing in her YouTube videos as well. Maybe I like to think that I have that in common with her, that we're both like super smart, but also like super funny, right? No, I'll stop, but I won't. Can't stop, won't stop. You know what I'm saying? because I'm too legit. The fourth person that I want you to know about who's a secular homeschooler is Valerie from our Homeschool Castle, who is, of course, the host of this collaboration. Now, Valerie's channel is where you're going to want to go for all the resources, okay? All the resources. She has so many videos that are really specific to the resources you're going to find, and they're really easily organized by those topics. So, you know, if you need something about Halloween books, she got it, okay? If you need something about Indigenous unit studies, you know she got it, right? But she is also using her artistic experience to bring that into art therapy in her own homeschool and share those resources with us lucky viewers as well. Also, she had this video that was about homeschooling on a budget that I just really related to or appreciated. Getting that perspective of what type of artistic supplies I could trust from where, right? That was really awesome, I thought. Her videos are really fabulous, and like I said, they're just so easy to navigate, and she's really fun as well. The fifth and final lady that I'm going to tell you guys about that I think you should check out, who's Secular Homeschooler, is Annie from A Cellar Door Homeschool. Now, she does not have a YouTube. She is on Instagram, so of course, you know, I'm linking that below. She is awesome! Okay, listen. The gal puts all the resources into her Instagram account. I absolutely love it. It is one of those that when I'm scrolling, it isn't just like, oh, cute kids or like, nice tablescape, but it is actually some legit suggestions that I can get behind. I love podcasts, and it is clear that she does too. So she is constantly including her podcasts that she's listening to, but also podcasts that her kids are enjoying as well. She also shares her library book hauls or book hauls that she picks up. But this is the deal about Annie that I really love, is it's like her suggestions are real. Right? She might have some sort of cute activity set up for her kids that's seasonal, that's topical, but it's real. Like it's actual children doing these actual activities. Do you know what I mean? It's not coming across in that like Instagram way where I'm like, oh, who's actually doing this, right? Her suggestions, it's real life, you guys, okay? But it's doing something. She is trying. There is that effort being put into her homeschool, and it shows, and I just think it is such a resource and a bright spot in my sometimes doom scrolling of Instagram. Okay, guys, listen. I hope that you check out the links below, watch all of the videos in this playlist, and find some people that you love, okay? And also drop below any suggestions of secular homeschoolers that I didn't mention and that you love. You guys, I am shook daily by the amount of just new information and fabulous ideas that I get from the comment sections of these videos. Starting a YouTube channel for my own selfish reasons of just getting my questions answered and getting people to give me all their good ideas, right? It's been the best thing I've ever done. I truly love you guys. I'm loving, dare I say, the community that's happening here. And I want to see us build a really strong secular homeschools community, right? Oh, so you know what? Is it perfect? No, baby. And it was never gonna be, okay? But is it done? Is it ever? Ooh, that was good. Okay, I'm going to be writing that one in my journal later. Until next time, bye.